Picture this, January 5th, Sunday night. I send a third text message after the previous two weren't acknowledged after almost 2 weeks. I sent 4 voice notes that equaled up to 20 minutes at 4 a.m. It is now January 10th. Have any of the messages been acknowledged? No. Joie, are you not embarrassed? Are you not pressed? You not upset? No, not really. Last night, 17 hours ago now, I posted my first YouTube video in about a year and a half. I excitedly posted the link and thumbnail on my Instagram story, and it has about 200 views. And is there a single like on the video? No. Ooh, embarrassing. That's embarrassed. Are you not embarrassed? No, not really. And you must be asking, like, Jolina, how are you not embarrassed about any of this? Do you take some type of elixir? Do you have some kind of I don't give a fuck gene? And how can I get that way? Well, listen here. So what I do to not be embarrassed is
You're too blind, I'm too bad, you're too fine. Whole team up, fucked it up, the money coming. Bitch glued up now, look who I'm becoming. These days I can tell I'm running or I'm running. Coming from the block, set it up, get it jumping.
Hello, it's Jolina. Welcome to Planet Joie, that you know is the spot to get high and develop more thoughts. I'm gonna go straight into this because usually I'm a chatterbox, but I'm gonna try and keep this under 10 minutes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna crack open my brain and show you my thought process, because I did lie a little bit. There's no such thing as never experiencing embarrassment, because you're going to experience emotions as a human. The idea really is more so being able to regulate and manage your embarrassment to the point that it's just like a tiny little buzz you might occasionally feel, but it doesn't really like slow your roll or basically like diminish the quality of your life because you're too frozen in fear about what other people might say or do. Anyways, let's get straight to it. Onwards. And I would like to first introduce this with the golden tip, which I guess is also something I learned at 23, is you must be frugal with your fucks. You cannot be caring about everything. You cannot be stressed out about everything. You can't be dedicating, well, I'm not gonna say can't, but do you really want to dedicate, like, let's flip it this way. Do you want to dedicate most of your time wondering like, oh my gosh, is someone gonna say something about this? Is someone gonna have an opinion? What are they saying behind my back? What are they saying? What if they say something positive? What if they say something negative? What if they don't say anything at all? Like, do you want to spend your time stressed out about what people might or might not say? Like, have you been diminishing the quality of your life because you are worried of being judged? Do you not go on stage and do karaoke because you can't sing? Do you not dance in the club? Are you one of those people that stand on the wall drinking your drink because you're too scared to dance in a club because you're afraid of what people might think? It's time to take back your power, and it's time to start being frugal with your fucks and being selective. Your fucks deserve to be selective and exclusive. Okay? Because if you're spending so much time thinking about what other people could be thinking, which is probably themselves, they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. You're not using that time and energy to live. So it's time to switch it up. It's time to redirect. Because you know what I be doing? I'm not sitting around thinking, oh my gosh, how many people have viewed my YouTube? I'm not refreshing my YouTube like crazy, seeing the views. I'm a little stressed about the text message, but I'm not like stressed about the YouTube. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not worried because I have other things to do. When you spend less time dedicated to worrying about what other people could be thinking and saying about you, and just being true to you and doing your own thing, you'll realize that life can be pretty fun. So we're gonna crack open my brain now, and it's pretty much in 4 parts. And the first one is the Pushout Zone. And it helps to know yourself as well, because you will trust your judgment more. And essentially the Pushout Zone is when you introduce like a scary, a mortifying, potentially embarrassing idea, maybe insane, and your brain might be like, oh, this is insane. This is insane. I don't know about this, girly. And you want that. You want that. Just introduce the idea. Let it flit in your head a bit. Let it marinate. Let all the anxious and worrisome thoughts just have a place. Like, give yourself the time to think about it. Give yourself the time to worry about it. Just like soak in it a bit, okay? This is very important because you might not jump off and do the ideas like impulsively. You might not do it 30 minutes later. You might not do it an hour later. But I promise if you give yourself time to think it over, you will start convincing yourself. So pretty much this leads to like phase 2, which is like pushing it through and executing it. And it's like maybe you decide, okay, I don't think I want to carry it out, but you might surprise yourself and realize actually like the more I admonish this idea, the more like I seem to be against it, the more I actually want to do it. And now you're kind of like at this tipping point where you pretty much just have to do it and it will happen. You will notice that if you grow more and more excited with the idea, that you will have this energy and you want to channel it and just work with it and use it to really execute the idea. And you'll realize that if it's like a thing that requires like multiple steps, like multiple voice notes, you'll notice that it'll be pretty like effortless and it gets easier the more you do it. Like once you just release and you allow yourself to do what you've been wanting to do, it gets pretty damn easy. So part 3, phase 3 is blowback, which is you might feel initial embarrassment, which is normal, especially if you did something pretty mortifying, something outside of your comfort zone. Just feel it a bit and then just channel it up to, okay, well, I did it. It's already done. It happened. Other people might give you like weird looks. It's just like, well, it's done. Like, are they harming you? Did you die? You in a hospital? No, you're good. You're breathing. You're alive. You're good. Like, let yourself feel like a little embarrassed. Like, that was kind of a lot. Like, oof. But don't let it consume you. I think that's like the key point. Don't let it consume you. Like everything in healthy moderation. And the last tip is pretty much just rinse and repeat. Keep it up. Keep initiating uncomfortable conversations. Keep pushing yourself out the comfort zone. Just keep living life and you'll realize it gets easier and easier. And honestly, even like the time frame of embarrassment you might feel like embarrassed for a minute and then it just like cuts down to half a minute to like 5 seconds to like you barely even process embarrassment anymore because it's like, okay, I'm gonna go meditate now. Like, okay, I'm gonna go outside now. Like, okay, I'm gonna go do my dancey dance. Like, you got other things to do other than be embarrassed. And that's pretty much it. Like, I hope this was helpful. Like, I don't know, I just was gonna crack my brain open, just show y'all how I process it. Cause I've been on a wave. So I'm like, I might as well share it with everyone else. Like, cause I want everyone else to be free and happy in this life too. I'm gonna have this up tonight. Have another video up maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll see. But I will see y'all next time. Thank you for watching. Love y'all somewhat. Mwah.